Okay, so I just recorded a video on how you can launch your brand new data platform and start selling to clients in under 5 minutes. Then what I did is I acted as a client and I show you what your client sees. So they can, you can see your branding, they can create your audiences and everything else. So check it out. This is AudienceLab White Label. Okay, step one, create an account on AudienceLab DaaS mode. So I'm gonna go here, sign up. I'll just use this email here. And then sign up. And then we're in. And I'm going to call this Sell by Text is the name of my company. So teams are basically what we call, your team accounts, your company accounts. So I'll upgrade this to DaaS mode. And there we go. Now I have white label abilities. So the first thing I need to do now is I need to create my brand. So I'm going to go to branding and I need to create my name. So I'm going to call this Sell by Text, I think is the name that we're going to go for. I'll set that. I need to create my white label domain. So I'm going to be using this domain here, sellbytext.io. So what I'll do is I'll grab this, go over to my white label. I'm going to call it data, or let's call it intent. And this is going to be the logins that my clients use to go into my data platform. So I'm going to set that. It gives me these values here. So I'll grab this, go over to here. We're going to add a new record. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go intent. And then we'll save that. And then we'll go back over to AudienceLab and we'll verify this works. It could take 2 minutes, so we'll just wait for this. Now, while that's verifying, we'll get started on a logo. So I'm just going to open up a fresh tab on ChatGPT. I'm just going to say, create me a simple logo for my data company. I create lists for, let's say, roofing businesses and send SMS. So get that cooking over there, come over to here. Let's make sure our DNS is, and we are verified. Sweet. So now I'll come back over to here. Let's have a look at the logo that ChatGPT just created for us. Roof text. I don't hate it. Let's use it. So I'm going to grab here, save this. And then what we're going to do is we need another one, which is 42 by 42. Please create another one, which is 42 by 42 px. All right, let's go back into AudienceLab. We'll upload our logo and then we're going to upload our icon. Okay, this looks good. I've got my icon. Let's add my white label site icon. This is so people can, it's a little thing they see in the toolbar. So let's grab this. All right. Everything should be done. I'll set this, sell by text. I got my white label icon, and now I am ready to go to the second phase, which is create my magic link package. So this is the package I'm going to design for my clients who want to sign on to my white label. So I'm going to come over to here into Teams, and I'm going to create my first team. Teams is basically what we call sub accounts. So one team would be one client or one business. I'm going to call this the roofing starter package. Okay, and I'll pick my usage in a second. I won't do an expiry date, generate the code, go to next. What I'm going to allow my clients is they're going to have 2 audiences that they can build. Now, this doesn't mean they can only build like an audience and then that's it. It means they can build an audience and then refresh it every single day for the next 30 days. So if I have a roofer that is in Texas, they can create a roofing audience for Texas, and then they can refresh those leads to their CRM every single day. Now, they can come into the platform and do it themselves and build the audience, or I can build it for them and have more of like a white glove service. So I'm going to give them audiences. I'm going to give them 1 enrichment. I'm going to give them 1 super pixel, and then I can give them one custom as well. I'll give them B2B access and intent access because I'm a pretty awesome data company, and then I'll hit create. Now, this is the link that I'm going to give my client. So imagine, if you will, that we're gonna grab this and we're gonna say, here's the link, Mr. Client. I can put it behind a pay gate. There's a bunch of things I can do with that. Basically, all I need to do as soon as I onboard my client, I just need to give them this magic link. And then I'm going to jump into another window and I'm going to show you what it looks like from the client's point of view. Okay, so I'm now going to transform myself into a client. All right, I am a roofing client and I have received my magic link by intent, by sell by text. Wow, this looks amazing. Okay, I just need to sign up and put my details in. So I'm just going to do adam@roofingcompany.com. I just need to create my team, so my roofing team. Now I've got a staff of door knockers, so that's what I'll be using AudienceLab for. I mean, sorry, using intent by sell by text.io. So I'm going to come into here and wow, look at this amazing dashboard. So I can see here, I look at my usage. These are my audiences. I'm allowed 2 audiences. I can do an enrichment this month. I've got intent, B2B access, and in custom audiences. Wow, I've got a identity resolution pixel, so I can create a pixel and I can put it on my website and access all those leads. This is crazy, man. Audience list, I can see here. Okay, so I can create my audience list. So I'm wanting something for roofing. Go here, roofing. Ooh, these are people looking for a roofing. This is awesome. Let's come in here. Oh, wow. Wow, it's generating in front of my eyes. Oh my goodness, 168,000 people that are interested in roofing. This is insane. Now I can go into contact and I can make sure that I only have certain emails. All the emails are validated, so there's actually validation inside of here. I didn't even have to go to Apollo or anything. I can do skip trace wireless phone numbers if I want to run it to my call center. I am particularly wanting to do some kind of door knocking campaigns. All I have to do is hit generate and I can get the address. I want to make sure that I have, let's do homeowner status to make sure I'm only getting homeowners, because I run a roofing company and I need to deal with homeowners. So I'll run that and see how big this audience is. Wow, okay, so I've got 88,000 homeowners looking for this, and they actually are in single dwelling, as I added that as well to make sure that it's a single family dwelling, not apartments. And now I can begin prospecting. So there's so many things I can do here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to generate this audience and I'm going to connect it to my Facebook ads manager, because I'm a roofer and I am running roofing ads. Wow, that took just 2 minutes. That's way quicker than any other platform that I've ever used before. Being a roofer, I usually use PopStream, things like that, and you know, it takes hours, but this is huge. Okay, cool. So I got this, and now all I have to do is I can webhook it to my CRM. Let's say for an example that I want to send it to my Facebook ads, I'll just go to sync, and this platform is so cool. I love sellbytext.io because it gives me all these integrations. I've got Facebook ads that I can just put this in my Facebook ads right away. I can send it to Google Sheets via webhook. Here they have a CDP too. So this is pretty amazing, being a roofer, of all the stuff that I can do. Okay, so I'm back as an agency owner and I can come here. Now I've already got my first client and I can manage everything he's doing. So I can click manage, I can adjust his permissions. He can add other people in the company. I can take away B2B access, I can add it. I can add more custom models. Let's say, for an example, my client has no idea and they're paying for a white glove service where I'm actually going to help them build audiences, and I coach their team on how to build audiences and everything like that. So I can actually go over to the manage section. I can find the client, and then I can click on impersonate, and then I can actually impersonate the user, which means I go into their account without me having to, you know, take their logins, and they can give everything private. And yeah, there we go. That is it. That's how I can fully manage my client. Now, let's say, for an example, if I needed to, you know, build custom audiences, I could always come in, impersonate, create those for him. If I want to allocate him more audiences, I can. We have automated billing coming soon so that your client can actually buy audiences directly. I can see my usage for my audiences. So I've got, you know, 50 audiences, and I can see the usage of how it goes to my clients. So that's the white label. And that's how easy it is to build your own data platform.